We continue to invade, we will see an Avo teammate spring into action, and we will also try to maintain first place on the prince list, a very difficult goal. We will start at K115, where there are two very powerful targets. We can see that one has just over 7 million troops, so that will be our first target. A great first strike. We can see that the Avo player uses a double synergy formation, weakness and active skills, with cavalry, achieving good results, as the enemy seems to have focused on spearmen in the wall, but their formation is cavalry spearmen. The second strike is launched, hoping that it will be enough to finish off the enemy troops, as half of the troops were lost in the first strike. A great second strike, wiping out the enemy troops and capturing their lord. We can see that the enemy now had a lot of infantry, which gave our ally the advantage by attacking with direct cavalry counterattacks. Now the second target, a player with more power, almost 14 million troops, and it seems he has more spearmen, so it may be difficult for our partner. A great first strike. The enemy had not secured their wall, and defended with cavalry at the front, causing significant damage, more than 120 million in damage. Now prepare and launch the second attack, because the enemy could go into bubble mode at any moment, so you have to be as quick as possible. The second attack is not as successful, because now the enemy no longer has cavalry, so they defend with spearmen, and the counter is in their favor, so they manage to resist even more. This time, only 77 million damage is done to the troops. Our ally launches another attack, but only manages to inflict damage similar to the second attack, just over 70 million. Moments later, he puts up a bubble, so he fails to reduce it to 0. Now we travel to K160, where a player with over 3 billion power is left without a bubble, an excellent target. In the first two strikes, we can see a great deal of damage, almost 1.2 billion damage in both, but we still haven't managed to capture their lord. We carried out a third and fourth attack, where the enemy lost their lord. Now we will see the result. Moments later, they put up a bubble, but it was already too late. We can see that 500 and 200 million power leaves him with 0 troops. Moments later, the bubble appears, but it's too late. Always remember to take care of the bubbles. Sometimes a few seconds are enough to lose all your troops. You can recover them, but in the case of T5s, you also lose resources and diamonds. After a few battles, we managed to keep them at the top of the prince's list, so we get a little more bonuses.